All right, everybody, welcome back to Seahawks Coast to Coast with me, Joe Stevens, and to my left is Zach from Zach Talks Hawks. And today is a special day because we didn't bail on you guys. This is one of the first shows in a while that we actually stayed true to our word and did every 2 weeks. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty pumped for the show. Approaching dog days of summer status. So as much as I enjoy our time away from each other, these are the times that make me realize how much I miss doing a weekly show with you and not having enough NFL content to actually do a weekly show.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of sucks. It's like, well, obviously not this time. We'll have some Seahawks stuff to talk about, But it's just like I think the hardest part during the off season is like the hot takes during the off season, because it's like, what do we really? What is our take? What's really? I know you probably have an old man quarterback one because I saw news about Tyrod Taylor today. I don't even know what happened, but I saw. I don't remember what it said, but
I'm all in. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor, new backup quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. So he's in.
That's not my old man take today, but you're close. You're close.
I figured. Yeah, something about Aaron Rodgers because he signed his he didn't sign yet. He just kind of Aaron, like we said before, Aaron Rodgers does things on Aaron Rodgers' time. All right. He ain't in a hurry for anybody else. But how are you doing? Sorry I talked your ear off.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I think got a good show lined up for folks tonight and ready to hit the ground running. We got a draft to talk about. We got some free agent stuff to talk about. Ready to get going. You got your draft koozie or whatever that is, cup ready to go. I got a gnat trying to kill me right now, but
this is from the Mariners game. It was a draft beer, but I figured, hey, might as well use my cup that says draft.
The brand. Yeah, there you go. Good stuff.
Let's get into the Seahawks draft, and let's just start with the top. There's really 3 picks I think that are kind of the most intriguing. Not Jadarian Price, which is nuts because I heard everybody calling him Jadarian Price, honestly, until after the draft. And like, it's not just Seahawks radio people or Seahawks content creators. I heard a national story. They're like Jadarian Price, and I was like, I've never heard him call that. Anyways, guess that's his name. How'd you like the pick? I think the Seahawks tried to move back, and I think the 6 picks right before them being traded did not help one bit.
No, super active, especially first round for trades.
Just the end of the first round. Like it seemed like no trades happened, and then it was like pick 26. Just every pick was traded after that point.
Yeah, it did help. And I'm starting off early. But yeah, they ran out of trade partners, and eventually it boiled down to you had to take best player available apparently on the board, and their board was a first round running back. So
I think what they thought was, okay, we're not able to trade out of this. He's not going to be there very long into the second round. So if we have to give up a little bit value to get the running back, let's do it. And I don't mind it. What if he's awesome? What if he's awesome and we have that 5th-year option? Which
I felt the same way when they got K9. It was one of those deals where
he was an early second rounder too.
Yeah, I remember actually making a post-draft video about it, and it was a season recap video, and in that season recap was part of the draft, and I was like, Kenneth Walker III. I'm like, why do we need a running back? Why do we need a running back? And then in the skit, like the rolling joke through the whole thing is like, this K9 guy's pretty good. And so
Rashad Penny got hurt.
I'm hoping history repeats itself, and I'm left going, well, that guy's pretty good.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't when it comes to first round running back. Actually, I lied.
It-
This is the fourth first round running back the Seahawks have taken. The first two worked out very well. And the third one was really riddled by injuries. He wasn't bad. So I'd say the Seahawks never have taken a bad first round running back. I think Rashad Penny was awesome if it wasn't for him getting hurt. The other two, Sean Alexander and Kurt Warner, who injuries kind of derailed his deal too. So, but it's pick 32. What do you guys want? I mean, they addressed a glaring hole, and I don't know. What was my hot take? Was it that the Seahawks were picking in the first round? Because
Yes.
I know I said that, but I think they did actually try to move out. So
Yeah. So, yeah, interesting draft. A lot of movement. A lot of good. I mean, for the draft being what it was in terms of star power or whatnot this year, I think it was pretty entertaining from a storyline point of view.
what was your favorite pick of the draft?
I have a couple, and I
Not just Seahawks.
there's two that like instantly come to mind, and they're for completely different reasons. One is like, man, like I really hope this pans out, and the other is like pure comedy. And
Yeah, I think I'm on the same page with the pure
So,
comedy. So let's go.
the Ty Simpson to the
Yeah.
Rams, pure comedy. Like,
Love it.
love it.
Absolutely loved it.
And then the pick that I was like, heck yeah, like I'm excited. Is Drew Aller to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think
Stays in town.
Yeah, I think quarterback
didn't-
competition between him and Will Howard. They were rivals in college.
Yeah. I
that
didn't
would
even realize Aller went to the Steelers, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be dynamite. I think if that is the quarterback battle straight up for Pittsburgh, that would be awesome television, because they did not get along in college. And so to have them on the same team battling for a franchise quarterback spot, that would be awesome.
And let's think back too, because we talked about how this draft kind of lacked star power. But let's think back to last college football preseason, where you thought Drew Aller was going to be a first round pick, and you thought Arch Manning was going to be in this draft, possibly. Man, who was the Cade Klubnik? Out of Clemson, I believe. He was supposed to be like the future. And he got drafted somewhere, or did he go back to school?
Yeah.
And then the other one was the Illinois quarterback. God, how do I forget that? But the Illinois quarterback. God, why do I do this every time? Like, hey.
So yeah, let me make a point and then only have half the point in my brain. Yeah, so Klubnik was a 4th round selection by the Jets. And then
Luke Altmaier.
Yeah.
That's the Illinois quarterback.
Where did he
he ended up with the Lions, undrafted.
Lions, yeah.
Those were two guys that were supposed to be like potential early quarterbacks taken. Sheena Reichenberg.
Ooh, that's a great question. I have a couple.
Mine right now, left guard for the Huskies, John Mills. He wears I know that's not a very exciting pick, but he was first team all freshman last year in the Big Ten, and he wears the old school face mask with the the bar between the eyes. So how about you?
Are we talking like, man, I ripped off 3 like right off the dome from like previous college football players, not current college football players.
My favorite player of all time is Michael Penix Jr. Right behind me.
Yeah. I would say like the 3 right off the dome, like Tim Tebow, and I know, but this dude was a freak.
Stereotypical
I know,
Zach.
stereotypical Zach. But the other 2, Darren McFadden, that guy was a monster in college. And the third one is Michael Robinson, who used to be a quarterback out of Penn State. turned
fullback for the
Seahawks, and is actually one of my favorite Seahawks of all time. So, love me some Michael Robinson.
Bro, Miami beat Ohio State. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't root for either of those teams.
Yeah, I'm not. Bro, Jason. All right, I don't know where you're going. Oh, Jackson, JSN. That's your favorite player. College player. Yeah, it's like 300 yards in the Rose Bowl. Yeah, that's kind of a good reason to like JSN as your favorite college player. But where were we? Oh, one more quarterback taken. Now we'll just get into NFL headlines now because why not? It's May 5th and we don't have to be organized if we don't want to. So I don't know if you saw it. Jacoby Brissett seems like he's holding out. Carson Beck is waiting in the wings. What a sad state of affairs that the NFL is in when it comes to quarterback play.
It's you're dancing around the hot take. The rumor mill has been on fire about the Arizona Cardinals in the last 48 hours, and
that's fine. We don't have to get into that till the very end, but I just want to know your thoughts of the quarterback. This shows how far we've fallen from like every team has a pretty decent quarterback to now it's like you got Jacoby Brissett holding out. I mean, that's not a good look for the league.
Yeah, I think kudos to him. He played himself into a position where he could do that, right? He got put in a position where he was told, go be a gunslinger, just rip it around the yard. And he did. And now he's like, all right, there ain't nobody else here, so hate me.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
so like I can't hate the hustle. I can't. And good on him. Like he's been a journeyman
forever.
Hold him to the fire, dude. But if the hot take pans out, you're gonna play yourself out of a starting job. So
yeah, we'll get to that. It was in the fantasy group chat. So I sent a screenshot. Or I sent a picture of my TV, and it was Jacoby Brissett not showing up to voluntary minicamp or voluntary OTAs, seeking new contract. And I go, what kind of sad state of affairs are we in that this is a story? And somebody posted, they said, would have had like 4,000 passing yards if he played a whole season. My response was, because they're playing from behind the entire game. That's like when Stafford put up like 5,000 every year when he played for the Lions. Easy to do when you're losing the entire time. So I don't know. I just thought that was weird, but we can get back to the Seahawks draft. So I'm sorry I kept veering off.
It's your show,
No, it's ours.
The lore of the show. Joe can do whatever he wants.
We talked about this. Guys, I'm the one with the StreamYard subscription. All right, that's why it's considered mine. My wife hates it.
Hates the show. Oh
no, my wife hates StreamYard.
Mrs. Joe, I'm hurt. This is about me. You can just tell me,
Mrs.
I said Mrs. I said Mrs.
You said Miss.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
We're proper. All right.
It doesn't matter. She doesn't like me. So,
no, not the show. My wife hates StreamYard because she sees it come out of our bank account. She goes, I thought you canceled StreamYard. I'm like, I'm too dumb to figure out OBS. We're going to figure out something else soon, though, because it's getting pretty spendy. So, anyways.
I got a comment down there. They want lore.
Coast to coast, y'all on the East Coast. So one of us is.
Yeah.
The other one's not. And it's set up on the screen so you can like tell which one's on the West and which one's on the not West.
Yeah. One of us tells time right, and then the other one's behind. So
yeah, well, one of us goes based off of time, which the team in which we are talking about also is in. So, yeah, no, I'm from Seattle and Zach is from Pennsylvania. So,
Yep.
yeah. Thanks for the question though. Seahawks draft. Okay. Got the running back. Pretty excited, little nervous. Actually, I think I'm a bit nervous for it. And then they just went out. It made me a little nervous that they're drafting for need, it seems like, because we talked this whole time about drafting for best available player. Now let's hope that just kind of is like, hey, just so happens the best player is a player we needed. But drafting a Bud Clark is obviously a huge one. Now Ty Okada isn't so comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So
I think it was really apparent, they were going after need. And at the end of the day, you got to trust the process. And I feel like they did a really good job. Bo Stevens out of Iowa, big guard. Give me him.
Yeah, Bo Stevens.
Yeah, I said Bo.
Yeah, I know. Really throws me off, though, every time I hear his name. Sounds...
That's the most Iowan name I've ever heard. Bo Stevens.
Pretty close to Joe Stevens, believe it or not. Spelled differently.
I was going to say, you can... maybe if you run by somebody really quick going into the stadium, you can tell them your name. They'll be like, "Oh, that's Bo," and you can mosey on in there.
Yeah, well, I'm 5'10". Bo Stevens is an offensive guard in the NFL.
Stuff some pillows in there before you go
in. Yeah. So Bud Clark safety. Julian Neal, cornerback. It seems like Bud Clark and Julian Neal are kind of versatile players, though. And it seems like they're both kind of Mike McDonald guys. Those are obviously the top 3 draft picks of this year's draft that the Seahawks had are the guys that I think we're going to see on a regular basis.
Yep. And as an Arkansas fan, I am pumped that Julian Neal is a Seahawk. This guy is twitchy. He's anticipatory, or however you say it. He anticipates things well.
That was
and I tried.
I didn't have that in my dictionary.
And I speak for a living. And Julian Neal, again, just like you said, he fits that archetype that McDonald's looking after. And I think this guy's gonna make some noise this year. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch him mature and develop. And I'm pumped he's a Seahawk.
Now, was it him? I think it was him that they messed up the shipment on all the hats. Did you see that?
Yes. Yep.
So once again, us breaking down film here, but they messed up the shipment of the hats, and he told his mom or whatever, because she was going to get a hat. Or get the hats. He's like, "Oh, just get a Seahawks one." Seahawks took it. I mean, that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think you see kind of more. This is not a Pete Carroll team. You're seeing these guys that are a lot more versatile. Obviously, we can talk about Bo Stevens. I think he's probably the only other drafted player that has a chance to make this rotation, but they're not putting Anthony Bradford on notice, right? By this pick, they're. Oh, you think they are? Go ahead. You think this draft pick was a slight at Tony B?
Yeah.
100%. All right, tell me.
100%. Yeah, I totally think Stevens can crush it just like Zabel did last year, and challenge for that starting spot.
Okay. Now I'll counter with you. I don't think Bo Stevens is going to be a starter this year. Gray Zabel was taken 18th overall.
I know.
The Bowman wasn't taken until the 5th round.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
Yeah.
Big Iowa Hawkeye. Slap that boy on the offensive line.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. if they had Zabel, Sundell, and Bo Stevens, the front three would definitely be some corn-fed white boys in the middle. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. The camaraderie of the middle of the offensive line would definitely stand together pretty good.
Yeah. Not particularly a drafted player this year, but another Seahawk.
Arkansas player?
No.
Okay.
Some news. What do you think about the Tyrone Borden news?
Yeah, it was an Arkansas player. That's who I was talking about.
Well, moving from wide receiver to cornerback.
Yeah, so that's nuts. Did you know the longest ever NFL starting quarterback, or tallest? Sorry, I have a baby now, so I'm used to saying long. But the tallest was Brandon Browner at 6'4". Now Tyrone Brodden out of Arkansas last year, he'd be 6'5". So if he were to start a game, he'd be the tallest ever starting cornerback in the NFL. Talk about like, hey, we lost Woolen. Let's just throw this guy who's 6'5". Who knows? Maybe it works. And with Mike McDonald, he said he likes his tackling, which I'm not sure how he's actually seen it because he's been hurt this whole time. But maybe he likes his tackling on the dummy, he likes his form. But boy, would that be cool to have like a success story. And obviously, if he makes a team, he's going to be a special teams player, Yeah. But it'd be kind of cool. It'd be cool. So when I looked that up, what's hilarious is, do you remember Bo Melton for the Seahawks? Mm-hmm. He was a wide receiver.
Yep.
So you look up Tyrone Brodden. The first thing that pops up, and I know they did it on purpose when they posted it, but is a picture of Bo Melton in the preseason covering him. I didn't realize Bo Melton also switched to cornerback. I had to look that up after I saw that photo.
I did not know that either.
But yeah, no, he'd be a physical. He'd be definitely like, if he were to eventually be a starting corner, he'd be definitely an outside corner. And it appears he has the speed to do it. We'll see if he has the skills.
Sorry.
You all right?
I'm dragging.
Oh my god. Dragging the show down with the yawn.
Now I'm bringing my A game. I'm sorry.
Now you seem like our viewers. You're just yawning the entire time.
Now I know why your wife hates the show, because it's all me.
But yeah, no. So that was actually one of my Seahawks updates too. Anything on the draft that you want to go through before we move on? Because we kind of just skimmed it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that was panicking over the Seahawks only having 4 picks going into this, shocker, they wound up with 8, and
a lot in 7th.
Yeah, 3 7th rounds. It's gonna be fun. I like this group. Yeah, gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. How about we got ourselves a defensive end today. Dante Fowler Jr. I believe he might have not been, but he might have been a Super Bowl champion with the Rams. Yeah, career high 11.5 sacks. Last year only had 3.5, but the year before he had 10.5. So who knows? Mike McDonald seems like one of those guys that. Remember when the Ravens had like Jadeveon Clowney getting double-digit sacks with Mike McDonald as defensive coordinator?
Yeah, and our defensive coordinator, what's his name?
Aiden Dirty.
Yeah, Aiden Dirty. He worked with Fowler over in
Dallas.
In Dallas. So that was a big reason why I assume he came over here. So I'm excited. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's coming to replace Boye Mafe in the rotation. And I looked up Boye's sack numbers from last year. Do you know how many he had? Just guess.
3.
2.
Huh? Oh, there you go.
So Dante Fowler last year had a 3.5. So if we can just get him to get 2, obviously, boy, had a few pressures last year, but you just look at. I'm going back and I'm kind of talking shit to all the people that feel like the sky is falling because we lost Boye Mafe, Reek Mullen, Kobe Bryant, and Kenneth Walker. We're replacing a 2-sack guy that got paid $20 million a year. That's $10 million a sack from last if he repeats this year. So
yeah, doing it the smart way. So I'm excited for these smart buys late.
Yeah, and it doesn't affect our compensatory picks next year. That's, I believe, why they waited. So we have, I think after the trades, it's 11 picks in next year's draft, which is supposed to be a loaded draft. Obviously, we'll see after the college football season, but part of it's because we had pick 32. Part of it's because the draft actually sucked. It should be more exciting next year than this year was.
Yeah, it'll be. I think it'll be a fun year, and it'll be a fun draft following next year. But, yeah, be interesting. There's a lot of. I know we did this last show. There's still a lot of free agents still out there, just waiting in the wings. So,
yeah. Did you see that? I heard that Najee Harris visited.
Yeah. Man, that running back room is like busting at the seams, dude. There's so many people in there.
Najee would be a cool one.
I think he was one of our picks when we were going through running backs. I think you said you'd be interested.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've always been like a Najee Harris guy, thinking that he's gonna bust out, but I don't know. You're in Pennsylvania, so you understand that he probably won't.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time.
Sorry, that was the one. Harrison Bryant is the other guy we signed, the tight end.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. I don't know. It's kind of a boring offseason, but also I just can't wait.
You're shoring up the most floatable ship. So
what do you mean?
Well, I mean, you're Super Bowl champion, and they were not picked to pieces as much as everybody would like to claim. And we get through the draft and get through free agency, and there's not a lot of news because it's the surest ship, and there weren't a lot of holes. So not going to have a ton of stories. And
yeah.
I mean, it's not like we went out there and signed Malik Willis and then destroyed our whole team. Like there's not a lot of storylines going on.
Well, and also like it's a team that it's not like the LOB days where there would be a lot of storylines, right? I think the biggest storyline of the offseason might have been that Jackson Smith and Jigba signed his contract, and that just flew under the radar, right? Really, who's talking about that anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like a day thing. Maybe that Kenneth Walker left.
Yeah, he got back in the news cycle today.
I was reading an article that he said something about the Seahawks. I don't know. Share it.
He basically, they got to talking about last season. He's like, yeah, I knew I wasn't going to come back, before the halfway point of last year. He's like, I'm basically, was the extent of my relationship with some of these guys was, I dapped him up after play and we called it a day. And then the media took that and ran with it. But I mean, if you watch Kenneth Walker at all, like the dude is the most introverted NFL player I think I've ever seen.
I was going to say, he's a weird guy. He's like,
he just eats, sleeps, breathes, practice. He's all business. And I mean, that's his person. He was just being honest. And, the media kind of just ran with it, but he did say he is going to make every effort to come back for the ring ceremony, and he wants to be there for the team. And he's very, very excited for what's ahead, but ultimately he's grateful for what happened, but he knew it was ending way sooner.
We all knew it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Charbonnet getting hurt, in what game did he get hurt? It wasn't the Rams game, was it?
It was the second to last game of the year, right?
Who did we play? The Panthers? The Panthers? Was it the Panthers game he got hurt?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it really, before the point when Zach Charbonnet, we knew he was going to be out the beginning of this year, nobody really expected Kenneth Walker to be back on the Seahawks next year if it wasn't for like a really cheap deal.
Yeah, and the market existed for him to get paid. And,
do you think it did?
I think the Chiefs had a very dire need and looked at a Super Bowl MVP who just went on a crazy run and was like, we can catch lightning in a bottle with this, and did what they had to do.
I don't know. You're a Chiefs hater. I don't mind the Chiefs. I know they're desperate. I understand they're super desperate, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for him. You're not. You hate the Chiefs so much, you will not root for him. Yeah, I forgot. He's in Pennsylvania, guys. He's a big DK Metcalf fan.
There's only one dynasty that I'm going to root for, and it's the one that's starting right now. So at the end of the day, everybody can go kick rocks.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't it feel – that's the thing. It's like it feels so – we're super off topic. 7:10, still got that same alarm.
Yep, you do.
It just feels like so expected that we're going to at least be good and compete for a Super Bowl next year. Like, it doesn't feel like – I know a lot of people on the outside think, oh, well, they won it with Sam Darnold. Oh, they got lucky playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl, not Josh Allen. But it's I don't know. It just feels like us and the Rams are the best teams in the NFL, and the Rams didn't do much in the draft to get better this year.
Yeah.
What's up outside, upside?
Yeah. Stuck here in Pennsylvania, being one of the handful of Seahawks fans, so I'm pumped I'm not alone. So good to see you.
Stuck here in the great state of Washington.
Oh.
But yeah, it does. It feels like who's stopping us, right?
Yeah, and I mean Vegas odds has right now the Rams favorite to win the Super Bowl and favorites to win the NFC West, and I think
last year too.
Yeah, I think it's go ahead, screw it up twice. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's better. Ooh. I'd be way happier to be in New England. Just, hey, how'd that Super Bowl go? You know, I'm sure it sucked in February 2015.
Yeah, good on you, man. You've seen some things in the last few years.
Go Hawks! Look like we actually have a Dolphins fan in here saying "Go Hawks." I don't blame you for picking another team right now. We just talked about
Malik Willis, baby.
Yeah, Malik Willis. Florida with a Seattle skyline. I love it.
Oh, goodness. Well, Joe, you texted me earlier in the week, super pumped about our next segment here on the show. And
just today, I don't think this is going to be a running. And we can't hate this much for this show. I can't. You can't.
No. But Joe floated this out earlier in the week based on a Twitter post, and thought we could do better than some random internet poll, which he's probably right. And we wanted to talk tonight about the most hated players in Seahawk franchise history. And Joe, can you explain to everybody why you feel like we can do a little bit better than what you saw on the internet?
Yeah, so actually this guy on Twitter posted every team's most hated player, and every one was like Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes.
By their own fan bases.
Different fan bases.
Oh, okay.
No, it was we're the only ones whose most hated player was a player currently on the active roster. Ours was Anthony Bradford, while most of them was just Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Division rivals or like conference rivals even. And ours was Anthony Bradford. To which I texted Zach and I said, I got a good idea for the show. Who's your most hated Seahawks player of all time? I don't think Tony B deserves that kind of criticism, even though we heard Zach earlier talking about Bo Stevens. So what's going on? I wanted to hear you. I got a few just in case to make sure we're not the same one, because
I have a couple. I got a couple.
Okay, let's start with your gold. Who's your number one most hated Seahawk of all time?
Listen, and it's because of my personality. I'm sorry, but I could not, and I know he's before my fandom, but
okay, thank God, because I'm choosing one definitely in our fandom.
Okay, so at the end of the day, Brian Bosworth,
dude, I'm sorry, but Ken Drickles is an OG. He has my bronze. And you weren't gonna go ahead. Sorry.
I just my personality, like how I'm wired, and the attitude that, gosh, Brian freaking Bosworth brought to the NFL in general. Like, not my cup of tea. So, I don't think it's kind of one of those things where I don't think I'm in the minority. I think you either really like him or you really, really hate him. And
well, I think the thing is that he's nostalgic now. People love him.
I don't care. I could name a lot of villains from history that are nostalgic because they're old and gone.
But what I'm saying is, you'll go to the Seahawks game today, you'll see a few Boz jerseys, honestly. And the reason you see him is because it's nostalgic. Nobody's wearing a Brian Bosworth jersey because he's a Hall of Famer, right? Or like a great player for the Seahawks. They're wearing it because he was the bad guy in the 1980s.
Not my cup of tea.
All right. My gold. Can you guess where we're going?
Like recent history.
Dude, it's Jamal Adams. I hate Jamal Adams.
He's my silver.
Yeah, no, he is my gold. And I was gonna put him in silver if you chose Jamal number one. Oh my God. A guy, he wasn't a safety. You remember that? He was a playmaker. That's what he kept telling the media because he wanted to get paid more money. Had hands made of bricks, fought with reporters and said their wives were ugly. He'd get a tackle after a 13-yard gain on 3rd and 12 and jump up like he just won the Super Bowl. I hate Jamal Adams, number one. Easy.
Yeah. I get the Kelly Jennings hate because he had a whole, just turn your head around kind of
He was bad. Dude, he was 5'10". That'd be like I said, that'd be like me going out there trying to play cornerback. Not his fault he was so short. His fault that he couldn't cover anything. Really, Kelly Jennings was because my dad hated him so much growing up. So he was a first-round pick in 2006, I believe Kelly Jennings was. 2006 through 2009, before Pete Carroll benched him in 2010, was some miserable years.
Yeah. So the Boz is my one. Your one is my two. Who takes silver for Joe?
Honestly, Jermaine Ifedi.
Oh, he almost made my top three, but you'll understand why he didn't make it when I say my third one.
Jermaine Ifedi. Now, this is not the opposite of Jamal Adams, because Jamal Adams, Jamal Adams sucked for how much he was getting paid. Jermaine Ifedi sucked at playing right tackle. Holding, false start. Holding, false start. Illegal man downfield. Jermaine Ifedi. Like,
that's a good one.
We complained about the offensive line from 2015 to 2021. Jermaine Ifedi was the reason, was like the circle a guy with a red Sharpie. That's a prototypical Seahawks offensive lineman in the down years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, you.
Man.
Let's hear bronze.
If you were to get like two guesses, I probably I know you would probably wind up guessing it, because I do. He comes to mind from time to time, and it's Stone Forsythe.
He knows that. Jermaine Ifedi. He was the first round pick.
Stand him, and yeah, and it's like it was him and Ifedi like side by side, and I'm like, you know what? I talk about Mr. Stone way more than I complain about Jermaine Ifedi, and I think it was just like the frustration for me between those two. And we'll get to Reek. Oh, trust me.
You guys throw some names out there in the comments if you are watching.
There's the frustrating thing for me with Stone was like the difference between him and Jermaine Ifedi was like I truly believe everybody knew Jermaine Ifedi sucked, and
Pete thought Stone was good.
And it was like, man, like a lot of draft capital, like we got to make this work, and just willing him into existence. And then Stone Forsythe comes along, and it was, I don't know how, it was like everybody was seeing something completely different than what anybody with a rational brain saw when they watched football. And all the decision makers were like, nah, like this guy can start anywhere on the line. Like he's great. He's freaking fantastic. So like, what are we doing? And
when did he play good? He had like one good game. You remember that? And we were like,
one good game. One good game. Blind squirrels. So yeah. So Stone Forsythe takes the bronze for me.
Okay. Well, Kelly Jennings was just, like I said, for my dad for bronze, because my dad was a hater of Kelly Jennings. We'll say some honorable mentions. We got Reek in there. Go ahead.
I would look, I'm not planting my flag here, but I think it's Tua Scissorhands. That's great. I think one that people are going to have to come to grips with here soon is Russell Wilson. And like, there's people that are squarely in Joe's camp who's like, he could do no wrong. He won the Super Bowl for us. He is.
What the hell are you talking?
Yeah,
Shut up.
I just want the world to know Joe is in the camp. He loves Russell Wilson, and can do no wrong.
I became a Broncos fan when he left.
He did.
I'm not kidding. I know we didn't know each other back then. There was a big group of people when we traded Russell Wilson that were going to become Broncos fans. I wonder where those people are today after we won the Super Bowl.
Buying Team 3 merch.
Yeah.
So in my heart of hearts, I can appreciate the good times, but there is a part of me that's like, you know what, man? You stood on the podium the first day in Denver and said you want to retire Denver Bronco. And now that day has come. Like, go back there, do it. And I see if they'll take you. Like,
I bet they would. They'd love it.
How he held himself and what he did towards the end, like, man, what a polarizing dude.
Yeah, I booed the shit out of Russell Wilson. So, listen, we got 7 viewers right now, which is actually, guys,
they're very active. They're great. It's awesome.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty damn good for the off season. Most hated media member, actually. This is a really negative episode. I love it. Is Colin Cowherd. Now, Colin Cowherd thought it was super disrespectful for us to boo the shit out of Russell Wilson, which I gladly did. I loved every second of it. We got in his head, and you can't deny that. You watched that on TV. We were in his head. He brought up Seattle fans are classless now. When A-Rod came back, they didn't do this. Yes, they did. I was 3 years old, and fans were throwing Monopoly money at the stadium, and that guy left for more money. He didn't leave because he wanted the coach fired. Seattle fans will put up with a lot of shit, honestly. Like Jamal Adams, you see on Twitter how many people defend Jamal Adams, how many people defend Julio Rodriguez still, which I'm actually one of the Julio defenders, but Seattle fans will put up with a lot. But once you break that, it's broken.
Yeah.
So,
you mean Alex, right? Alex Rodriguez.
Did I say no? People still defend Julio Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez.
No, there's a lot of Julio haters in Seattle.
Like current day Julio.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know.
The dude's your franchise player.
Yeah, this. Anyway.
Oh man, he almost took the cheese. We almost became a Mariners show. I was so close.
They're on right now, by the way.
He's wearing a Mariners hat, dang it.
JP just hit a 2-run home run. I can still watch DJ Fluker. Oh my god, I actually forgot about Fluker. Was a good signing, actually. He was like one of the decent offensive linemen we had then. That was classic. God, I forgot I had a most hated player, and then I blanked. Quentin Dunbar. That's where I'm leaving it. Quentin Dunbar. I don't know if you remember Quentin Dunbar. Just backing up about 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage and just sitting there while a receiver caught it 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage and then just got a first down because he took like 5 steps forward and then Quentin Dunbar tackled him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll end it on a good note. Somebody who was in this category, I think by large public opinion and has since come back around. And I think Earl Thomas. Oh no, you can't hate Clipboard Jesus.
Yeah,
I will defend that man. I will defend that man.
Yeah, Clipboard Jesus was the shit, dude.
Oh, yeah. There was so many memories sitting there.
Yeah, that one memory he had when we beat the Rams. When we beat the Rams in Week 17, and I think he filled in against the Giants in 2011. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the one that I think would have made this list, but has made a turnaround, especially in the last year, Earl Thomas. And
I can never be an Earl hater, and know that.
He had that camp of you were either way over here or way over there when it came to Earl, and
I was way over here.
Yeah, and
I love Earl, no matter what,
and for good reason. But towards the end, things got ugly, and really, the end of his career was bizarre. And
sure about that?
I'm very sure. And
you want the detail?
No. So to see, especially like the last year, like he made a lot of media appearances and was around.
Before we won the Super Bowl, by the way, this wasn't like he just hopped on the train in February.
Yeah, it was really nice to see like people get excited that Earl's back, and so just because you're on this list now doesn't mean you're on it forever.
Jamal will. Did Matt Flynn ever play a snap for us? Yes, actually. I remember him coming into the game against the Buffalo Bills when we played in Canada in 2012, when we won by I think we scored 56 points. He did play a couple snaps for us. Not many. That wasn't his fault. Did you see the tweet that he had? Matt Flynn.
I don't exactly follow Matt Flynn.
Big Matt Flynn follower myself.
Sorry.
Somebody posted, they were like, they tweeted at him. They're like, "Hey, Matt Flynn, remember when you took all that money from the Seahawks?" And he just responded like, "Yeah, that was sweet," or something like that. It's like, somebody offers you, dude. Are you gonna say no?
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most hated player not on the Seahawks, by the way. Probably Puka Nacua. That's
like for us, like in the modern day.
Who's your most hated player of all time? Cooper Kupp probably would have been on that list, but now he plays for us.
Hometown boy, you can't hate that story.
No, but like when he was playing for the Rams, I hated playing Cooper Kupp, dude.
I just like, I think because like the boss and like why I don't like him, like I don't like bad people. So like Richie Incognito, Vontez Perfect, like I don't enjoy bad people playing football and getting millions and millions of dollars, and they're terrible human beings.
Hot take, I hate Ray Lewis.
Killed a man.
Thanks. The Joey Porter, that's like, dude,
Kendrick legend.
Do you not remember the Super Bowl? You know, Ken Drickles, I hope you come back. Malcolm Butler, yeah, that sucked.
I'm surprised he wasn't on the list. I found that a bit ridiculous. Yeah. Like our hate for our own offensive lineman was more than Malcolm Butler. And yeah.
I guess you could put like Darrell Bevel there instead of Malcolm Butler.
Yes. There's a few coordinators that we could put there.
But whoever called the play, you know, you could say Ricardo Lockett didn't really go for the ball hard enough. You could say that Brandon Browner on that play is the one who ruined that play because it was supposed to be kind of a natural pick, right? And Brandon Browner just stuffed Jermaine Kearse off that. So it was just, as Pete Carroll said, the worst outcome of a play call that possibly could have happened. I'm so happy we can laugh about this now, kind of.
Kind of. I love the caveat at the end. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that was fun. It was fun to hate a little bit. But, you know, don't make it your personality. Oh, your feedback's so much worse now. Ooh,
what do you mean?
Don't know. Oh, I don't know what you just did, but fix it. Okay. It's eons better.
Yeah. Dude, it connected to my webcam again because I accidentally microphone.
That was terrible.
But yeah, any NFL headlines other than like Stephon Diggs is innocent, you know, so he's probably gonna play for the Seahawks. Talk about good people. Stephon Diggs. Go ahead.
Yeah. NFL news right now. Let's see. Boop. Well, you covered Jacoby Brissett. Yeah. Diggs, you know, free man.
Ty Simpson never talking. I guess now. So the report originally was Ty Simpson never spoke to Sean McVay in his life. Now the report is they talked for hours before the draft. I haven't heard a Kelly Stafford comment yet on this draft pick. The world is waiting.
On the Ty Simpson guy. Well, I mean, Ty Simpson said he talked to Kelly before.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah, he talked to Kelly before he talked to Matt.
Yeah.
What excuse my language, dude. I don't know, but what a pussy whipped bitch Matt Stafford is.
Giants signed DJ Reader 2-year deal today.
Okay.
So interesting. NFL Referees Association looks to ratify their new CBA agreement. So it does not look like we will be getting replacement refs, which I don't know if that makes me sad or happy. At the end of the day, I
Okay,
want the best out there.
let's just stop this for just 1 minute. The Fail Mary is what brought what took the replacement refs down. If you go back and watch that game, I don't remember what the final score was. It was a weird score. It was like 18-16. It was something weird like that. The Packers should have never gotten the lead in the first place. There was a phantom pass interference call on third down that allowed the Packers to score. That game, I realize the Fail Mary is what got the headlines, but the calls were bad on both sides. But all they're going to look at is the very end play, right? They're not going to look at all the results leading up to that.
Yeah.
I'll die on that hill forever. If you got a problem with it, come over. We'll turn on NFL Plus. Not you, anybody. Turn on NFL Plus. We will rewatch the 2012 Monday Night Football Fail Mary game. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's it. That's all I have for NFL news.
Well, it sounds like this guy gave away your hot take. Is that what it is? I've never heard that.
Oh buddy. Yes. Ken Drickles, you are welcome anytime to come back.
That's crazy. The first thing I type in Aaron Rodgers, the first thing that comes up is Aaron Rodgers Cardinals.
Yep. In the last 48 hours, rumors have been swirling that Aaron Rodgers has players waiting for him on the Arizona Cardinals, and they are just waiting for him to make a decision and go where all the old quarterbacks go, all the old players go, to the retirement home in Arizona. And my hot take is Jacoby Brissett will play his way, hold out his way out of an NFL starting position. He will not be I think he will more than likely get what's his name? Dude on the Colts, Richardson. Forget his Anthony Richardson. Yeah, Tony Richardson. Look at this fool.
Tony.
Call him by his God-given name. I think he will come crawling back to the Arizona Cardinals and go, I will do what is asked, and it will not matter, because old man Rodgers will be the starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals come week 1.
Can I be honest? I would love to play him twice a year.
Me too, baby. I'm rooting for it so hard. And
it ain't going to happen, because
it's going to happen.
Looked this up 16 minutes ago. Mike Florio posted a blog.
Don't crush my hopes and dudes.
A blog. So John Weifus of ESPN asked a source if the talk was real. The response from the source was not at all. So,
unless if it's Rossini, I don't believe anybody. So,
me too. Who else is getting the truth?
Exactly.
Is AJ Brown happening? By the way, did we ever find this out? I think it's happening.
I think it's post June 1st, but yeah. At the end of the day, book it. Aaron Rodgers, Arizona QB1.
I would love it. I mean, watch him beat us twice if he goes there. But the luck that Mike McDonald has had against the Aaron Rodgers teams over the past 2 years has been great. We did see one of the wildest touchdowns against the Steelers this year. This is another thing. Like, thinking back throughout the year, I know we've talked about this, but thinking back to like the beginning of the year to where we ended up winning the Super Bowl, it was such a journey that like you forget about the kickoff touchdown that we had against the Steelers that pretty much sealed the game.
Yeah, gotta know the rules.
Yeah.
So that's now, Joe. That's my silly old man take, but I do have a Seahawk hot take
What, you think the Seahawks are getting Brandon Ayuk like this guy?
No,
Screw that, dude. We don't
No.
need that. He is not an OKG.
Let's see.
This team, unlike the Pete Carroll led Seahawks, has like a specific type of person they want on the team, and I feel like if he's not our kind of guy, that he's not playing for the Seahawks.
So, speaking of,
Stephon Diggs, Seahawks.
Stephon Diggs, baby. No, my Seahawk hot take for you this week is the Seattle Seahawks are not done signing veteran edge depth. I think Cam Jordan becomes a Seahawk.
No.
Yep.
He's like 90.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
What year was he a rookie? Look this up. This is like 2010. He was a rookie.
Cam Jordan was drafted in the 2011 NFL draft.
Okay, 2011. Nah, that's old. He's an old 37. I'd almost rather have Calais Campbell because he plays in the middle thing. Well, I guess Cam Jordan does too, right? So
if you want 2025 stats on Cam Jordan,
I do.
Are you curious? If you had to put a sack number on Cam Jordan last year, you were frozen.
I'm frozen?
Oh, you're good now. You're good now.
4.
4? What if I told you Ken Drickles is right?
Dude, Ken Drickles quit.
10 and a half sacks last year.
I don't know.
And then this year, he's fresh. He's coming out of rotation all the time. Oh, yes.
It'd be fun.
It would be fun.
It's also kind of fun because I feel like we're going to start getting these kind of ring chasers like Dante.
Yes. Yes.
And Cam Jordan, you are correct, could be. Let's see, he was a rookie in 2011. So he's never won a Super Bowl because they won it in 2009. So I could see him, but I guess that's not insane.
Cam Jordan last year posted, in terms of sack numbers, his best year in sacks since 2021.
Yeah.
And in terms of outright production, he best year since 2022. Like, he balled last year.
Oh God, dude, what is going on with you two?
I don't
get the oldest players of all time.
I don't think Von Miller is coming on over here, but
hey, let's bring back Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith, he's the all-time sack leader. Let's see what he's up to.
If I had to throw another name out there on edge that I would love to see a Seahawk, Joey Bosa. Bring him in.
Nope.
Put him on rotation.
Okay, now he is gritty.
That's the thing. That's the thing about like these players now. Like they can be injury prone. They can be 104 years old because it doesn't matter. Like they're just depth. Like bring them on for the ride.
No.
Yeah.
He is a gritty player. I will admit that. He seems like a Mike McDonald.
First one in, last one out.
He seems like a Michigan man. Him and his brother surprised me that they didn't go to Michigan. They seem like Michigan men, if you know what I'm saying. Nah, I don't like that. I kind of hate that. But hey, when he has a DeMarcus Lawrence type year, maybe I'll like it.
If honestly, I am rooting really hard right now for Cam Jordan to become a Seahawk. I think that would be the icing on the cake.
That's fine. Do you know how hard it would be for me to root for a guy with the last name Bosa?
I mean, he's no Stevens.
I mean, I'd honestly, if he was available, which I know he's not. Who was it? Khalil Mack. I'd rather have Khalil Mack, but I don't think he's. I think he just signed with the Chargers again.
mean, Jadeveon Clowney's a free agent. You want him back?
Dude, I'm a free agent. I don't want me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's embarrassing, but bring back Patrick Kearney. Yeah. Yeah, he's about the same age as Cam Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, Patrick Kearney didn't have 10.5 sacks last year, so.
No, he did not. Yeah, I think Patrick Kearney last year played for the Seahawks was 09. So he's a little bit older than Cam Jordan.
Hey, rotational dude.
Yeah. Anything else? Because I don't really have a hot take, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, it's hard. Oh, I gave you 2. I covered for both of us.
What's the next NASCAR race?
Real life NASCAR race?
Yeah.
Is the where they're in New York this week. They're at Watkins Glen. So
cool. Well, Brad Keselowski is going to win.
Brad Keselowski is terrible at road courses. So
cool. That's my hot take.
Probably not. He'll probably finish like 28th. But
hot take.
It's scorching.
Brad Keselowski at least gets a podium.
Oh, well, I mean, since you're asking NASCAR questions, Carson Hocevar, did you see his celebration? It went viral last week, 2 weeks ago. Oh, hung out of the car. Carson Hocevar is like a giant. I mean, I don't know his height off the top of my head, but Google does. Carson Hocevar.
Go ahead.
He is 6'4", which is ginormous for a NASCAR driver, and he's lanky. And when he won at Talladega 2 weeks ago, he hung out. He like sat on the outside of the, like on the door. He like took the wheel out, threaded his feet back inside the car, put the wheel back on, and managed to get the car going. Drove it all the way across the front stretch, and he's sitting. Like he's driving basically with his knees, and his hands are on the roof, and he's like waving to the people as he's driving by. People are throwing beer at him. Like,
did he crash?
No, he drove it, and he drove it all the way across the front stretch. They were like, "Well, I don't know if he's gonna stop," and he's like blowing it up. He's turning it, and you can kind of tell he's trying to get it to turn. It's turning. They're like, "What is he doing?" And he puts it right up against the fence, and he burped the throttle a little bit too hard going next to the fence, so he urges forward with the car as it hits the wall, and he burns it down while he's hanging out the top of the car. And I'm like, this is what we need. It was amazing, and he's just long enough to reach the pedals, sitting on the door.
Cars like 5 speeds. They're manuals, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, he popped it in. He popped it in the first and rolled it all the way down the front stretch and stamped on the gas pedal and just rolled the tires up against the wall. It was great. It was great.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski, he's gonna win.
Hot take: Fleury will be a better OC than Kubiak. I mean, I'm interested.
Let's be honest, we kind of bitched about Kubiak a lot last year, guys. Like, we bitched about him less than we did Shane Waldron. And my boy, the Grubinator, wasn't his fault.
It'll be fun. They got a fun group this year. Arroyo, I'm expecting big things out of him this year. He'll be fun.
Yeah, on the receiving end, not too high on him blocking, to be honest.
No.
All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for the newcomers, especially you, Kendrickles, Christopher, and there was one more guy from New England, outside, upside. Thank you guys for commenting. That was actually fun. We appreciate it every time that happens. It's fun. I think that's one of my favorite parts about going live. I don't know about you, but it's just the real-time feedback of people about what we're talking about. So
it was a fun show. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, guys. We will see you later. Bye.
2 weeks.
We did not care